Jack Charles is a notable Australian actor, musician, and elder who has significantly contributed to the arts and the Indigenous community. His autobiographical one-man play, Jack Charles V: The Crown, is one of his most notable works, combining storytelling, music, and personal anecdotes to depict his life experiences. Through the play, Charles shares his journey as a survivor of the stolen generation, his struggles with drug addiction and criminal activities, and his path towards redemption and cultural reconnection. He confronts the challenges faced by Aboriginal Australians, including systemic oppression, racism, and the trauma of being forcibly separated from family during childhood. It has received critical acclaim for its authenticity, emotional depth, and Charles's compelling performance. Jack has a wide-ranging audience, but his work may appeal more to mature audiences who can connect with his experiences, storytelling, and performances that touch on significant social and cultural issues. His audience is not limited by gender due to his diverse work and dedication to social activism and Indigenous rights. One example of a famous movie is Blackfellas, featuring Jack Charles, which follows the journey of Doug Dulligan, a 19-year-old Aboriginal man who aims to live a crime-free life after being released from prison. The film is somewhat autobiographical for Jack Charles and drew a diverse audience during its release. Jack has a broad appeal, attracting those interested in Indigenous communities, folk, blues, or traditional Indigenous music. Moreover, individuals passionate about social justice, human rights, and Indigenous rights may find Jack's advocacy work and storytelling inspiring. Jack Charles faced numerous challenges and risks throughout his life. One of the most significant obstacles he encountered was being part of the stolen generation, a tragic period in Australia's history where Indigenous children were taken away from their families. This traumatic experience had a profound impact on his cultural identity and life. However, he overcame this challenge by reconnecting with his Aboriginal heritage and reclaiming his cultural roots. Additionally, Charles was incarcerated multiple times due to his involvement in criminal activities related to his addiction. This caused significant challenges and risks to his freedom, mental well-being, and prospects. However, he recognized the need for change and rehabilitation and actively participated in prison programs, such as educational initiatives and performing arts projects. Through these activities, he rediscovered his passion for acting and music, which provided a path to personal growth and transformation. The biggest challenge of Charles's life was overcoming his addiction, which required a lot of determination and support. He sought professional help, attended rehab programs, and surrounded himself with supportive people who encouraged his recovery. Charles shared his personal experiences to educate others about the dangers of substance abuse. His story inspires others, demonstrating the power of self-belief, cultural reconnection, rehabilitation, and advocacy in overcoming adversity. Questioning is a critical skill that Jack Charles possesses, enabling him to explore his character's motivations and themes. Observation is another crucial ability for actors and musicians, and Jack Charles excels at it. By closely observing people and their interactions, he can bring authenticity to his performances and create fascinating characters. Networking is also essential, and Jack Charles recognized its importance early on. Over the years, he has collaborated with notable directors and musicians and worked with Australian artists on various musical projects and performances. Experimentation allows Jack Charles to push boundaries and explore new artistic territories. He has taken on diverse roles across various genres, allowing him to experiment with different characters, styles, and performance techniques. As a musician, he may also experiment with other musical genres, instruments, and production techniques, further expanding his creative repertoire. Finally, associational thinking is a skill that Jack Charles demonstrates, allowing him to find unique and innovative approaches to his work. He draws inspiration from various sources, blending different art forms, cultures, and historical contexts. Jack is a versatile and talented actor who began his career in the 1970s. He has appeared in various theatre productions, including The Cherry Pickers, which focused on Indigenous issues in Australia. Jack has also acted in movies and TV shows, such as The Chant of Jimmy Blacksmith and Rush. The National Black Theatre provides a platform for Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander artists. A documentary called Bastardy was released in 2008, which explores Jack's life journey and received critical acclaim. Some of his notable films include The Chant of Jimmy Blacksmith, 1978, The Fringe Dwellers, 1986, and Blackfellas, 1993. In addition, he played the role of the Tracker in the 2010 film Tracker and had a supporting role in the musical comedy drama film Brand New Day. Jack Charles also created a one-man show called Jack Charles V: The Crown 2012 with John Romerill.
I'm no harm to anybody but to myself. And if this is harmful, bring on the hurt, please. Yeah.
I have been juggling theatre and burglary, collecting rent for nigh on 30 years, over 30 years. I do remember you now.
You get busted when they bust you, mate, you know, and that's no two ways about it, you know. You gotta cop it sweet.
I'm gonna give up this drink and start all over again.
I could be anybody on stage. You've come into it like a womb, you know, and you're born. When you're pushed out on stage, that's when you're born. When I started robbing people, I put it under a classification of collecting the rent.
Believe it or not, I own this area. I am patrolling my lands.
I can tell you, I always got over $1,000 every time I came here. $800 at least.
When there was any possibility of confrontation, I'd be off like a light.
The documentary Bastardy offers an unfiltered and honest portrayal of the complex life of Charles through interviews, archival footage, and reenactments. It has received critical acclaim and various awards, including the Best Documentary Award at the 2009 Australian Film Critics Association Awards. Jack Charles's performance in the film has been widely praised for its authenticity and vulnerability, and the documentary has been recognised as a significant contribution to Australian cinema and Indigenous storytelling. Jack Charles's creative work had a tremendous impact on acting, Indigenous advocacy, and cultural expression. His legacy encompasses various aspects, including his efforts to promote Indigenous peoples' representation and visibility in the arts. Overall, Jack Charles's creative work left a powerful legacy, challenging societal perceptions, amplifying Indigenous voices, and fostering a greater appreciation for the richness and diversity of Indigenous cultures in Australia. His contributions inspire and pave the way for future Indigenous artists and storytellers. Charles's advocacy work significantly impacted Indigenous communities, addressing issues such as social inequality, substance abuse, and the effects of the stolen generations. His openness about his own struggles with addiction and incarceration helped break down stigmas and inspire others to recover. Jack Charles also inspired and mentored many emerging Indigenous artists, showcasing that they can succeed in the industry while remaining true to their cultural heritage. Through his extensive acting career, he contributed significantly to the Australian arts scene, garnering critical acclaim and paving the way for greater recognition of Indigenous talent. Charles is a talented performer who uses his art to shed light on the rich cultural heritage, traditions, and struggles of Indigenous Australians. With a multidisciplinary approach to the creative arts, he has demonstrated his versatility and range as an actor in numerous films, plays, and television shows. Despite facing significant challenges, including addiction and incarceration, Charles's journey has been marked by resilience and advocacy. He uses his platform to raise awareness about the issues faced by Indigenous communities. He serves as a mentor and role model to younger generations, imparting wisdom, knowledge, and life experiences to inspire and empower others. His work serves as a powerful reminder of the transformative power of art and the importance of celebrating diverse voices and experiences while preserving cultural traditions. Jack Charles was a devoted advocate for the rights of Indigenous people, and he worked tirelessly to preserve their culture. He was equally committed to environmental and climate issues, drawing inspiration from Australia's landscape and native traditions. Through his art, Jack aimed to raise awareness of the importance of preserving the pristine environment of Indigenous communities. His creations used natural elements such as flora, fauna, and landscapes to highlight their spiritual and cultural significance for Indigenous peoples. He used his platform to promote sustainable practices, conservation efforts, and recognizing Indigenous land rights. Jack's passion for art, Indigenous culture, and environmentalism combined to draw attention to the interdependence of these issues. His work is a powerful reminder of the need to protect cultural diversity and the natural world for present and future generations.